Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn something very interesting. I hope you are ready for it. So let's begin. I want you to observe these two notes. Now if you observe them carefully, both these notes have the same shape and they are of the same size. Since they are of the same size, if I keep both these notes overlapping each other, one on top of the other, you will see that they are overlapping because they are of the same size. Such figures are called as congruent figures. Now, let us observe another note, the 10 rupee note. If you look at both these notes, they too have the same shape. However, you will notice that if I keep the 10 rupee note on top of the 500 note, the size is different. This shows that these two figures have the same shape, but they do not have the same size, and therefore such figures are not congruent figures. So today we are going to learn more about congruency in the chapter Congruence of Triangles. As you all know, a triangle is a three-sided figure. Here we have a triangle A, B, C. Every triangle has got 6 elements or parts of a triangle. Now in triangle ABC, the 6 parts are 3 sides and 3 angles. In this triangle you have side AB, side BC and side AC. The 3 angles of this triangle are angle A, angle B and angle C. Suppose if we have another triangle, a triangle PQR. If I say the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, it means all the sides and angles of the first triangle is congruent to the corresponding sides and angles of the second triangle. We will understand what the word corresponding means, but before that let me write the parts of this triangle. So the parts of this triangle would be side PQ, side QR and side PR. The 3 angles of the triangle would be angle P, angle Q and angle R. Now here we have the 2 triangles which we are talking about, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. We said that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. In that case, I would be able to place one triangle on top of the other such that they are overlapping each other. In this case, the point A is corresponding to the point P, B corresponds to the point Q and C corresponds to the point R. So in this case, triangle ABC, the points of triangle ABC corresponds to points P, Q and R. And if these two triangles are congruent, so you can see that side AB has the corresponding side PQ. Therefore, if triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent, then side AB would be congruent to side PQ, side BC would be congruent to side QR, and the third side AC would be congruent to the side PR. Similarly, angle A would be congruent to angle P, angle B would be congruent to angle Q, and angle C would be congruent to angle R. This is the symbol for congruency. It has an equal to sign with a worm-like structure on top. So this is how you write congruency between two triangles. And if two triangles are congruent, it means all the 6 elements of the first triangle would be congruent to the corresponding 6 elements of the second triangle. Now suppose if I want to check if two triangles are congruent, then it is not necessary that I have to compare all the 6 elements of the first triangle with the 6 elements of the second triangle. It can be done by a special method wherein you just have to compare 3 parts of the triangle, and that is determined by the various tests. So let us have a look at the first test, which is the SAS test of congruency. SES stands for side angle side test. Suppose if we have two triangles, let us name these triangles as A, B, C and X, Y, Z. It is given that side AB is congruent to side XY, which is shown by the symbol identical signs. Side AC is congruent to side XZ, and if angle A is congruent to angle X. These are the 3 elements of the triangle. In this case, you can say that these two triangles will be congruent by the SAS test. Now let us see in details what this SAS stands for. It means that there are 2 sides and an angle, which is also called as the included angle. Why is it called as the included angle? Because it lies between the 2 sides. So, in SAS test, if I want to check whether these two triangles are congruent or not, what I have to do is, I will compare both the triangles. What do I observe? The first side AB is congruent to the side X, Y. The side AC is congruent to side X, Z. And the angle between them, that is angle A, is congruent to angle X. So this shows that since the two triangles have these 3 elements which are in alignment with the SAS test, you can say the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ by SAS test for congruence of triangles. I hope you have understood what is meant by SAS test when the diagrams given are in such a form. Now let us have a look at one more example. Suppose if you want to check whether triangles ABC and triangle ACD are congruent or not. They have given us that side AB is congruent to side AD and the angle here is congruent to this angle. We won't name this angle as angle A. We will be writing it in 3-letter form. So let us see how that is done. The first part which is given congruent is that side AB is congruent to side AD. Next thing that we see is angle. This is the angle. So you start naming from the ends of the angle. The angle which we are trying to mention, that vertex has to be in the center. So the name of this angle would be BAC, will be congruent to angle DAC. And the third side which is congruent over here is this, the side AC, which is common to both the triangles. So you can say side AC is congruent to the side AC of this triangle. By this you can see that both the triangles are congruent by SAS test, because one side, an included angle, and another side is congruent to the corresponding side, angle, and another side of the second triangle. Now when you are trying to write the names of triangle for congruency with the congruent sign, ensure that you write it along with the correspondence. So when you start writing the name of this triangle as ABC, you will write it as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle, which is the point overlapping A is A. The one which corresponds to B is point D, and the one which corresponds to C is C. So please notice that though I have written here in triangle ACD, but while writing congruency, you always have to see that the correspondence matches with each other. I hope you have understood today's topic, which is congruence of triangles and SAS test. Thank you so much.